Inevitable Enlightenment, Part 4. This is the final segment of this presentation. We're going to look at what the ancients knew about the structure of the universe and the function of suns, and about the potential of the human mind. Vedic Seers described the universe as a cosmic egg containing 7 concentric spheres of universal life, the center being pure energy, and the outer layer having more solidity. Each layer is incredibly vast and contains trillions of galaxies and worlds. The first, or outermost layer, is home to our own Milky Way Galaxy. It's estimated to be 100 trillion light years across, and it's filled with trillions of other galaxies like ours, which are also composed primarily of gross matter. That is, composed of ordinary elementary particles, atoms, and molecules. This first outermost layer of the universe is also the region where other human beings, also possessing gross material bodies, probably not identical to, but similar to our own, also dwell and live. The Vedas say that the density of life force energy, or chi, is relatively low in the first sphere where we live. The other 6 layers, moving in toward the center, consist of progressively more subtle or celestial worlds, having greater densities of chi. The center of the universe, the 7th or innermost layer, contains the central galaxy, which, according to the Vedas, is home to the most highly evolved souls, the beings known as the universal gods, who collectively rule the destiny of all life forms in the universe. The Vedas say the beings who reside in the 7th or innermost layer do not have gross material bodies made of ordinary atoms and molecules like ours. They are composed of a type of crystallized subtle matter, so evolved that it is not even found in our region of the universe. These beings apparently possess such high consciousness, spiritual vision, wisdom, and power that they are more or less omniscient and omnipotent. The Vedas teach that these highly evolved beings in the center of the cosmic egg regulate the whole universe. They periodically release energy, electromagnetic energy, or chi, to facilitate, nourish, and regulate the evolutionary developments occurring in all the far-flung worlds, including Earth. The idea that beings without bodies can be so wise and powerful may be hard to grasp, but science proves intelligence is in life at every level, even in invisible energies. And at the very core of the central galaxy is the central sun, the nucleus of the entire universe, the world axis, or axis mundi, around which all other worlds revolve. The central sun is said by Vedic visionaries to be the seat of supreme intelligence, the nerve center, the source of life energy for the entire universe. And this information comes from Robert Cox's Pillar of Celestial Fire. Okay, let's remember how we fit into this complex, conscious, universal structure. Here's our beautiful neighborhood. Except for the fact that we live in it, there's nothing very special about the Milky Way Galaxy. It's a typical spiral galaxy nestled among billions of other similar galaxies, scattered throughout our local region on the outermost layer, the material layer, of the universe. And just as there's a central sun for the whole universe, every galaxy also has a central sun. The Milky Way's central sun is called Sagittarius A star. Its output is about 20 million times that of our own local sun. It issues forth a continuous stream of subtle matter energy, or chi, to nourish all the other stars conceived within it. The Vedas teach that every one of the trillions of stars and galaxies in the universe radiates subtle life energy, chi, or celestial fire. And through this cosmic network of rays, everything, including us, is linked to and is affected by energy from the central galaxy's central sun, the source. Think macrocosm and microcosm again. Suns and stars in space are at the macrocosmic end of the electromagnetic energy spectrum. They're mirrored at the microcosmic level by electrical impulses in our bodies, like the charges that pass between these astrocytes, star-shaped cells that regulate the transmission of electrical impulses in our brains. In Vedic studies, this mirroring or mimicking of the macrocosm at the microcosmic level demonstrates the principle of divine correspondence. Star systems, planets, and beings in the higher celestial regions of the universe are essentially similar in structure to things that exist in lower earthly regions. They differ in the density of celestial fire, or chi, that pervades the different regions. We are essentially the same as the light beings in the central galaxy of the universe. We just have a little less chi. And Earth is being flooded with chi these days, so prepare to radiate more light. Gifted leaders in the last golden age understood the rise and fall of the epochal energy wave, and as celestial light faded from their civilization, they preserved their most prized knowledge for those of us alive when the light would return. The ancients revered not money and material possessions, but the awesome capacities and powers of the human mind. Inspired researcher Carola Kautz discovered that passages in the Great Pyramid mirror neural pathways in the human brain, preserving information in stone for us about how the mind accesses higher states of knowledge and power through the stimulus of electrical impulses up the pyramid tract in the brain. These are triggered by love and intention. The awesome capacity of the human mind is also the source of the puzzling symbolism of horns. Kautz wondered why prehistoric civilizations all over the world revered horned animals, bulls, cows, and reindeer. She discovered that a cross-section of the human midbrain carries the image of a horned bull's head. Here it is here. Here are the horns, and you can see the shape of the bull's head coming down from the horns. Ancient texts confirm that the midbrain was known by the ancients to be the location of the neural stimulation of visions and extra-dimensional powers. A lot of ancient cave art depicts enlightened beings with horns and halos, symbols of the ancients' understanding of the awesome power of the enlightened mind. Even Michelangelo put horns on his statue of Moses. To Carola Kautz, it became clear that we, not our ancient ancestors, have been living in the Dark Ages. The Greek philosopher, poet, and historian Hesiod wrote about the Golden Age, when mortal men who lived like gods were carefree in heart, aloof and apart from toil and sorrow. Wretched old age did not come to them, but ever strong in legs and arms they enjoyed themselves with feasts, separated from all evils. They had all good things, for the earth yielded plenty on her own accord. They lived happily and peacefully. And in his Metamorphosis, the Roman poet Ovid provided a similar report. The Golden Age, when humanity of its own free will cherished what was right and good. There was no punishment and no fear, but men lived in safety without judges. There were no helmets, no swords. Without need for soldiers, nations lived in pleasant peace, free from care. The earth gave forth all things of her own accord. Plato, Hesiod, and Ovid got their information from 18,000-year-old Egyptian records. A sane and peaceful world existed in the distant past, and it's dawning again. The stars will have their way with us. The strong electromagnetic energies are shining powerful light on every last one of us. That includes global banksters, arms dealers, corporate and government leaders, persuading everyone to be in service to the highest and best interests of all life on Earth. Expect to hear more about whistleblowers as people feel compelled to tell the truth. All that's been hidden is coming to light. Some visionaries say we'll be established in a new age of peace on Earth within 3 to 6 years. Robert Cox says the magnitude of this evolutionary jump is completely unprecedented. It will utterly and irrevocably alter every aspect of our existence in ways that we can only begin to imagine. And this great jump is brought to us courtesy of the stars, and especially by the apex of 2 alignments in December 2012, when our Sun and entire solar system come into direct alignment with the galactic equator, sending new subtle energies our way, and when Sagittarius A star, Sirius, and Alcyon form an equilateral triangle in space, releasing massive new energies. Look up and give thanks. As we have seen, human physiology, the earth, the starry heavens, and the rise and fall of civilizations are all interconnected. So expect big changes in our world. Expect peace, abundance, and joy on earth, justice, new governance structures, full consciousness, wisdom, a new scientific paradigm, love, new approaches to healing, a clean and healthy planet, flowering of wisdom and understanding, and visits from our galactic neighbors. All the stars in the universe support this transition. Now is the time. It's inevitable.